Hello and welcome to Rajya Sabha TV. You're watching Constitutionally Yours and I am Amritanshu Rai. In this program, we make an attempt to demystify the Constitution. And in an attempt to do this, I'm joined by a distinguished panel of guests, which includes Mr. Hemochandra Singh, he's the Law Minister of Manipur. Justice Maiban Binoy Kumar Singh, he's the former judge of the High Court of Guwahati and has been nominated by the Chief Justice. I have with me Mr. Joykisan Singh, leader BJP Legislative Party, Manipur Legislative Assembly. And joining us in the audience is our students from LMS Law College, Imphal, a bright set of students. And we are here in this beautiful campus of Manipur High Court in Imphal. We will start off and immediately take up Article 371C, which is a special provision for Manipur. It says, notwithstanding anything in this constitution, the President may, by order made with respect to the state of Manipur, provide for the constitution and functions of committee of the Legislative Assembly of the state consisting of members of that state assembly elected from the hill areas of the state. So it is a special provision which allows hill area committees to be created, which will then allow those hill areas, once notified by the President, to take care of issues like land, forest, water, shifting cultivation, and will be also allowed to deal with their own hierarchy related issues and other social customs. But the issue is about Article 338A, which provides for special powers. When it is so clear, then where is the problem? Why is there discontent among the people inhabiting the hills in Manipur? They continuously continue to demand for more powers. So where is the problem? Is it a problem of you delegating powers to them? Is it a problem of the President notifying the hill areas? Is it the problem of the hill areas not being educated, informed enough to form their own committees and take care of their own activities? Where is the problem?
First of all, I think things need to be kept, put in correct perspective. Article 371C is a very special provision, as you said. It only exists for the state of Manipur.
Correct.
Article 370 exists for the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes.
Some other articles exist for Maharashtra, Gujarat, even Nagaland for that instance.
Yes.
This is a very specific provision because you have to look back at the genesis of the whole necessity to enact this by the parliament.
Provision.
Create this provision, because the hill administration in Manipur was done in a different way during the British period also.
Correct.
So during when we merged with the Union of India, finally, these thoughts were, reflected at that point of time, and taking in consonance with these kind of views, when the state became a full-fledged state in 1972, these provisions were felt necessary because the hill administration was somewhat very different from what it existed in the valley. So principally, in the House of 60, for instance, today, we have about 20 members coming from the hills. So hill areas committee is actually, you have to first, you know the provisions that a certain, the president, the governor has to notify that these are the hill areas. These are the scheduled hill areas.
Has that been done? 60 years?
Yes, definitely. We are not. How can it be 60 years? We became a state. Our Manipur became a state in 72 itself.
Right. 72 onwards.
Yeah,
so
the constitution.
40 years.
The constitution was adopted in 1950.
Correct.
Our state became a state in 1972.
30 years.
30 years. So the provisions in the hill areas committee is not a very far-riding provision. It is a limited kind of provision where it does not interfere with the general administration of the entire state. It only empowers the committee when it comes to making certain policy decisions, or when it comes to making certain development works by the.
Have they been empowered under this provision?
Definitely, they are empowered.
They have been empowered. So where is the discontent?
Discontents are, discontents keep on coming. Discontents can happen from time to time. But the Hill Areas Committee stands where it is. The chairman of the Hill Areas Committee, is given the status of a cabinet minister.
Sufficiently empowered
Sufficiently empowered.
and sufficiently provided funds for.
Yes, and they are doing their job very diligently. And I'm sure the related problems are of a different nature than what is
This
provided.
article or this provision can take care of. So anything you would like to add to this?
No, actually, this provision is already observed, special provision for this state, particularly for the hill area. This committee, this has been, I think, President already issued order also, sometime in 1972. 72. And how it has been functioning, that I don't have much knowledge. But provision is there, and concern may take appropriate advantage of this provision to fulfill their necessities, particularly hill areas, because it is to be constituted only by elected members of the assembly. Only when the minister is also from the hill, he is not to be included there. That is there, I think.
Right.
Others, they can, so many other, regarding the procedure also, some modifications were there. If any bill relating to it is to be first. So, this provision is very special, particularly taking into consideration the hill area.
Correct. Mr. Jackson.
Yes, I would like to add some few points. Actually, under Article 371, Hill Area Committee was established for the benefit of the hill areas. What is happening in Manipur is that, as right now you are asking what is the discontent among the hill peoples, even though there is Hill Area Committee. The point is that, in my mind, this Hill Area Committee is mostly controlled by the ruling government. Now it is the state government, Congress, even though it is aspect of anything, it is always controlled by the state government.
So it's the political interference.
I will continue, Mr. Amritanshu, I will continue a few points. There is that the members are more concerned to their political party rather than the interests of the hill people. That's the point. That is what is happening to this thing. And I will also would like to suggest something. If we include some from the tribal intellectuals and some media person from the tribals, it will be more beneficial. Then they will highlight voice of the hill people.
So yes,
now,
quickly, very quickly, sir. You have to add so that
very quickly,
we start taking
I
questions.
think honourable member is mixing it up now.
Okay.
See, because there is no this thing here, but it's not about ruling and opposition, or this not about the committee. The Hill Areas Committee is a very special committee where only the tribal MLAs can be there. It is not important whether, as Honourable Justice has said, that only the Chief Minister, that is the only exception. The Hill Areas Committee consists of all the members, and I think this is more on it has a different role. Implementation of certain schemes in the hills which may anger or which may not make the people in the hills happy or unhappy is a different issue.
Okay. We'll take questions. Yes.
On 31st August 2015, the Manipur Legislative Assembly passed 3 bills. Why these 3 bills were introduced and passed in the Manipur Legislative Assembly, bypassing the Hill Area Committee?
Yes, sir.
actually, the government should take consent of the Hill Area Committee before passing anything. He is saying right now, not only this issue, these 3 bills, as my friend Mr. Hemochandra interpreted, I cannot complete my words. Even to take the plan size, to take development programs and everything, not only what he is suggesting, not only for this different. For the planning, everything should be consulted with the Hill Area Committee. I think without consulting with the Hill Area Committee, bill cannot be passed.
So
I
do
think
you want to add
formalities
something?
might have been done because
Absolutely,
it
absolutely.
cannot surpass Hill Area Committee.
See, I think the state of Manipur is debating this issue for at least very many months now.
Right.
And I think the decision lies with the President of India, vis-a-vis the union government. I think I do not need to go beyond that.
Yeah, yeah,
because we are sitting in front of law students who
Yeah, yeah,
are
they
very
know the implications.
conversant. Please, let us not mix up things, in my own words.
Yeah.
For example, see, the Hill Areas Committee is to be consulted when specifically it affects the hill areas. Whether the current bills which we passed unanimously, it was an unanimous, passing. We had Mr. Joykisan's support. There was no two opinions when we passed these bills.
It was unanimously
So what you're saying is that they were consulted,
Absolutely.
but the word is consulted, not concurrence.
No, the consultation, whether it was required. See, you are mixing up things here. As I said, Hill Areas Committee need not be consulted on everything.
Okay, okay.
Whether Hill Areas Committee needed to be consulted on these bills, which is an amendment to the Revenue Act.
Right.
Whether this was required or not required is an issue. It is an issue. The issue has come up now after the bills were passed. Because some people are saying that Hill Areas Committee should have been consulted. Some people are saying that Hill Areas Committee need not
Be consulted. So there is a difference of...
This is something which...
It is being resolved.
It needs to be further introspected. And of course, the Honorable Judge, the legal luminaries are there. Sometimes any legislation made by the legislature or even the bills which we try and introduce by the executive is not sacrosanct. Sometimes
Correct.
we
It
can
needs
make
to be
mistakes.
tested.
It should be tested.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel.
Sir, anything that you would like to add to it? Very important. Okay, you will not, sir. Next question.
My question is to legislature. As the executive says, it was unanimously passed. So if now we are waiting for the president assent. So if the president can the president modify the bill and pass it again, so that the hill area be peace now?
I think we will toss that question to the judiciary. They are the repository of wisdom on this. And we will get in the other voices also.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, President may refer back.
The president can refer it back with changes. Mr. Joykisan, you would like to add to that question?
Yes, as our honorable just right now said that the bill can be sent back again and we can discuss again. If he wants some amendment, it can be sent back to the assembly. We will discuss it and we can modify it. It can be done as all.
I'll get in the law minister. Is there a limit to how many times the president can send it to and fro? Is there a limit? So essentially, you got your answer. There is no limit to the number of times that the president can refer it back to the state and the number of times that the state can send it back to the president. So this can go on for endless number of years. There is no prescribed time frame. The bill may come back, may be sent back, and this can continue for a long time. That's all we have time for in this segment. We will come back and we will discuss provisions which relate to Scheduled Tribe Commissions. This is the provision which is 338A. Welcome back. You're watching Constitutionally Yours on Rajya Sabha TV. The Constitution has also carved out certain special provisions for the scheduled tribes of the differently or specially placed states on the lines of special provisions for scheduled caste to safeguard their interest. Now, what can the scheduled tribe 338, what does it say? It actually says there shall be a commission for the scheduled tribes to be known as the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. What all is it empowered with? It shall be the duty of the commission to investigate and monitor all matters relating to the safeguards provided for the scheduled tribes under this constitution. Second, it to participate and advise on the planning process of socio-economic development of scheduled tribes. It will also discharge such other functions which the president may time to time empower it with. Very, very important commission. Essentially for areas, Northeast is an area full of tribes and full of special hierarchy societies. So this commission is very, very relevant for the entire Northeast. But does the commission have enough power for it to do whatever it wants to? Whenever it makes a recommendation, the first ones to drop that recommendation is the state, government or the judiciary, because that is tested on the larger canvas of the constitutional provisions. So this is what keeps happening. The tribal aspirations are yet to be met. A lot of tribal aspirations need to be taken care of. In fact, in Manipur, there is this constant demand by the largest dominant community, which is the Meitei community, to be included in the scheduled tribe and be part of the scheduled tribes. My question is, has it been able to meet the aspirations of the tribal communities in Manipur?
I would say no. I mean, it's a rather bold, statement to make from somebody like me in my present position, because the trend in the country about commissions, as you said, commissions have limited. They are mostly they play the role of a recommending authority. What actually happens is that probably it's the executive which has to implement it, which doesn't happen on the ground.
Yeah.
And this is not only true of the entire northeastern states, where almost you can say
All across India.
all across India.
Yeah.
It could be the tribals in, say, Maharashtra, it could be the tribals in, Jharkhand or other places. The very fact, this 338 to my mind is very, very important, where the commission is mandated by the constitution itself. I think both the union government and the state government are wanting on this. I do not take the blame off my own shoulders of belonging to a state government, where I think clause 9 is very important of 338. If you can see the clause 9.
Yeah.
Clause 9 says that when you make any policy decisions pertaining to the scheduled tribes, consult, and this is a binding document of the constitution. Nobody has, I think, seriously done that.
No consultation at
No
all.
consultation has taken. I don't think even my government, I don't know, I cannot say for the department itself, but what I feel is that enough areas is wanting here, both in the union government also. The commission sits there, the chairman is appointed, but clause 9 specifically says that everything, policy, it could be say inclusion, it could be giving more benefit to the scheduled tribes which is already existing, or it could be the other way also, that you can
subtract some.
Yeah, subtract some.
Yeah.
See, what the Meiteis are today demanding is also to a certain extent very legitimate, because
Right.
we are competing in the open platform, where we are not moving upwards at all.
Yeah.
So it is a very, to my mind, is a very genuine demand now in the present day context. But that is decided on the recommendations, on the wisdom of the commission here, which I think is the time has come for the state governments and both the union governments to take these advisories very seriously and implement it on the ground.
Or rather, include provisions which make their recommendation give some force to the recommendation.
Absolutely.
Sir, most of the times these commissions are occupied by, the heads of the commission are occupied by either judicial heads or the bureaucrats. You think that's the way to deal with a commission which is essentially there to ensure that upliftment of tribes all across India happens?
Yes, this provision, this 338A, actually it was earlier there was a combined commission for scheduled castes and scheduled tribe. Now for scheduled tribe, in this under this article 338A, specifically National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, and function assigned to this commission, numerous function. Investigation part is also there, inquiry part is there, policy matters also they have to participate, and they also advise the concern. So many functions are assigned, and yes, how it has been implemented, that is a question to be considered by us, because this is also a provision in the constitution for the benefit of the scheduled tribes. While making any decision or carrying out the administration, their interests should be taken into account. And for that, this particular body, National Commission, not only for our state, for all over the country, this has been constituted. There is a chairman is there, vice chairman is there, 3 members are there, so many works are assigned to them, and anybody have any complaint, they may also file for making investigation, inquiry also. So
Basically, more provisions need to be brought in so that they are given teeth. They are the
yes,
teethless tiger.
that is to some
Toothless
extent.
tigers are they. Mr. Joykisan, you would like to add to this?
Yes, a few pence, as Honorable just now mentioned. We all know that before this there was a National Commission for Scheduled Tribe and Scheduled Tribe. It was only bifurcated in the year 2004, I think so. It was bifurcated because the Union government and thinks that more emphasis had been given to the tribal peoples. That's why it has been bifurcated. So it seems as though certain loopholes are there or lack of power. We know that it is just like a civil code. They can call, they can monitor some things, anything to be taken for the tribal people, they can take care of. But the thing is that, as just now mentioned, there should be some amendment to. It has to be taken to be given more powers. There's more.
I'll toss it over for questions. Yeah.
The struggle of Meiteis to convert them into the STs, does it really deprive the rights and the safeguards for STs?
I really don't think so, because it is about now a genuine need. See, when a lot of things are in a constant state of change. For instance, do the Meiteis require reservations now at this point of time? That is a debate which is going on. Of course, certain sections we've got sections saying that it is required. We've got certain people saying that it is not required, and there are certain tribal bodies which are saying that it is going to impinge on our whatever little thing
Benefits we have.
Yeah, whatever we have on the table. If we are going to share it with the Meiteis,
Larger group, then it will be a
then is
problem.
it going to affect us? So here, I think more consensus needs to be
Created.
come about, whereby if a condition is made whereby the reservation is sort of protected here in Manipur, in the state, where our boys and girls do not suffer here who are from the hill areas.
Correct.
But whereas these provisions, if they can be made in the larger,
In the union
diaspora,
diaspora.
in the diaspora, then I don't think it will impinge on,
The right.
are you getting my point?
I absolutely get it. For the states, allow the hills to be protected.
Yeah.
For the center, for the entire union, give the Meiteis a chance.
And these mechanisms can be worked out.
Worked out, yeah.
And because then it's a win-win situation.
For everyone. Next question.
My name is Paulan Mung, and my question is to the executive and the legislature. As you say earlier, let me ask you again specifically regarding 338 clause 9. It was written that the union and every state government shall consult the commission on all major policy matters affecting scheduled tribes.
Consultation, yes.
Yes, in this regard, did the Manipur state government consult to the commission regarding the issues and major policies affecting the tribal people? And secondly, my other question is, there are certain special class given to the guaranteed by the constitution, and one is ST. It is a category, it is a class. There is no class distinction within ST. So why to obtain a scholarship, why is it mandatory to obtain a income certificate? Income
Right.
certificate. Why is it mandatory to obtain income certificate? Since there is no class distinction within the ST, why is it mandatory?
Income certificate, why is it mandatory? Yeah.
Well, I have no specific, information on that, so I cannot answer offhand on this.
Yeah.
If the rule is for the general thing, I think that should not be necessary.
Okay.
That's
But
what
on
I
the
feel.
larger question,
On the larger question, as he said, that when clause 9, about clause 9,
Consultation.
well, it also says that it's on policy matters. See, you don't have to go to the
Consult on
commission.
regular basis.
Yeah, so you cannot go to the commission for regular, governance or regular administrative, things. So, but definitely, yes, I do not have the exact records in my hand for how many policy decisions, decisions which require, which mandate an advisory from the, commission, Scheduled Tribes Commission under Article 338.
Yeah.
So that needs to be seen, and I think I agree with him that this has to be done.
Sir, last word on this matter.
Yes, since the provision is there for consultation, that should be complied with. That will be for the benefit of all.
But that is where the states are not doing it.
That I have no information.
Okay. Mr. Joykisan?
Yes, we have to look further as we have just discussed. As
This
he
is
is
an evolving
suggesting.
thing.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's all we have time for in this episode. We'll be back with a new episode and a new issue. Keep watching Rajya Sabha TV.